Hi guys, welcome to the very first episode of our new podcast, Out the Kitchen Window.
Yeah. My name is Keely.
And my name is Cruz, and we're going to be having rotating members pretty much all the time. You might see other people, might see us with other people. There might be more than two people sometimes. So yeah.
Yeah.
And today, for our first episode, we're talking about aliens.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. Aliens, it's a tricky subject. You know?
It's controversial.
Yeah, because some people do aliens, some people don't aliens.
I do
And-
aliens all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I do them too.
Okay.
In fact, there are aliens in my room at night.
Okay, I think they're real.
I think they're real.
Whether they've
I know. How do we?
something. Okay,
That
what?
lizard could be an alien.
That lizard kid. The queen was an alien.
Yeah.
Okay, whether they've actually been on Earth is I think is debatable. But them existing, I think is you're stupid if you don't think they exist.
Yeah.
Because
Because no way we're the only people.
out of this ginormous whole universe, we're the only living thing. That's a joke. So yeah.
I think elephants are aliens.
Why is that?
Because have you seen the video where it's an alien? No, it's not an alien. It's an elephant, and they are literally painting like the Mona Lisa
Mm-hmm.
for real.
Like the painting, like a cave painting, or like a painting.
A painting.
Okay.
That's not even human. That's fake.
I'm gonna look it up.
And then I saw this other one. It's an elephant,
Mm-hmm.
and it's playing the drums.
Oh, I'm stupid. I thought you meant there was a painting of an
No.
elephant. I thought there was like a creepy.
There is
I
no.
thought there's a. I know what you mean now. I thought you meant there's like a creepy painting of an elephant. It shows it's alien.
You know those the cave paintings, and it's like they have computers. It's the Egyptian, and he's
Yeah.
he's holding a computer.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Those are aliens.
Okay, well then, do you think? So obviously they're real. Do you think they have been here, ever, in the history of the entire Earth?
Here's what I think. And I stole this from somebody. I'm gonna pretend it's my own.
Okay.
I think we are the aliens. Okay. Have you seen the thing where it's
What do you
like
mean?
we came to their planet and then
And
they
then
left?
stole it?
Yeah.
But obviously we're just so far in
Like
generations we just
yeah.
don't even remember.
Yeah.
I feel it could be written down somewhere though,
Probably.
like in history, like if we
No,
know,
because
I guess if it's like BC,
BC. Yeah, like
do you know what BC means?
yeah, before Christ.
Yeah,
Christian.
before Christ.
Okay. Because like maybe back then, when they came with all their technology, the
Mhm.
Egyptians, or was the Egyptians, the Aztecs, right?
The Mayans.
The Mayans.
Was it the Mayans?
The Mayans.
Who created
I
that?
want to go off topics. Okay.
Go off topic.
The Mayan calendar. The world
Oh.
ended in 2012.
Yeah, and they made the film off. Did you watch the film?
No.
I did.
That's aliens.
What do you mean that's aliens?
I don't know.
About the world ending?
The Mayans.
Well, they were
aliens.
wrong.
No. Okay.
I hate. No,
Wait,
do you know
no.
they keep rescheduling it?
No.
They're like,
because
2012 came and then the world didn't end, and they're like, well, if you look at the corner of the Mayan calendar, they actually meant 2022.
no. Okay.
Like-
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. You know the world ended in 2012. In 2012. Wait a minute.
Wait, I just came up with a theory on the spot. You know, what's it called? Mandela effect?
That is what I was literally about to bring up.
You know, like Mandela effect, it's like it's the whole theory behind Mandela effect is that
Look,
we switch.
Look, he died 2013.
Who's he?
Mandela, the
Oh,
starter
Nelson-
of this all.
Nelson Mandela ended in 2013.
Yes.
Died in 2013.
And then that's when a whole bunch of Mandela effects started happening.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe the world did end in 2012.
But it's
The world did end in
Yes.
2012, but then also got refolded and reborn.
Yes.
And that's why we get Mandela effects ever since 2012.
Yes.
I didn't see no Mandela effects in 2008.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, that is what I meant. And that's crazy. I don't know. What's it like a meteor? Meteor?
A meteor?
Meteor?
A meteorite? What
yeah.
do you mean?
How did it end? How was it supposed to end?
2012?
Yeah.
I think it was a giant. Let me see.
But yeah, I think that I don't know. The Mayans Mayans were crazy. What'd they
Yeah.
do?
Are we sure it's the Mayans?
Yeah, it's the Mayans.
Well,
it's the Mayan calendar.
Who built that? Was that Babylon? Yes, the Gardens of Babylon, right?
I have
Look it
no
up.
idea what you're talking
The first ever civilization.
about.
And it was like beautiful. It was Babylon.
No, I don't think so.
Look it up.
Mesopotamia.
Oh, it was Mesopotamia.
Duh.
Okay, that's what I was trying to remember really hard.
Mesopotamia. Greek. And it was. I don't.
Is 2012 movie a true story? Yeah, it is. The movie was based on the ancient Mayan phenomenon that December 21st, 2012, on their calendar is the end of the world. The planet would destroy because of solar flares and kill all the people on the Earth. Wow. Okay,
The Mayans were. Didn't the Mayans predict a lot of things?
what if that wasn't what they meant though?
Like what?
Like, what if they just got lazy and stopped writing the calendar? Like they didn't mean like it died like the world.
That was.
Did they
that-
say the world ended, or is it just because they stopped writing? You know what I mean?
I don't. Because they stopped writing?
Like, what if they were like, what if it's not actually? It doesn't actually mean like the world ends. They just stopped writing the calendar.
Well, have you seen the Mayan calendar?
I have
Like,
not.
do you know what it looks like?
Is it a
'Cause
square?
it's crazy.
Or is it a circle?
It's a circle.
No it.
Look at it. It is literally.
I'll
How is
I'll
that-
put a picture on screen.
How is that even a calendar?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It looks like a shield. Like yeah, it doesn't look like like how do you read that?
That looks like it flew from the sky and dropped. And they were like, oh, Mayan calendar.
The hit film Nope. So do you
How
think?
do you even read this?
Do you think? Going into the idea of ancient aliens. That's skipping around on our list we wrote. But
Ancient aliens.
going around ancient aliens, I've never watched the show. I just know it from our Lord and Savior Jenna Marbles, and
I don't watch ancient aliens.
okay. Well, do you believe in the idea that aliens did come, and they helped like build the pyramids and stuff? Or do you think that's no?
No,
No.
I don't think so. My dad raised me right. He raised me right.
What'd he say?
He said, those aliens didn't do it. It was them brown people.
What if aliens are brown people?
Could be.
I think it's.
I don't know.
possible.
I don't believe that. Okay.
They didn't-
Also,
What do you think they
Also,
influenced
wait.
them?
have you seen the thing where it's
Oops.
like the pyramids
Mm-hmm.
in Egypt? It looks like a motherboard.
I have not seen that. Like
Do
a
you know
motherboard,
what a
like a
motherboard
mother.
is?
No, like
Oh my
technology, like a
Yes,
keypad,
like
like
a-
a keyboard.
Yes.
Let me look it up. You keep talking.
And then, so like all the pyramids, they're perfectly placed
Mm-hmm.
in. I don't know what it was. It was like. I don't know. But
Mhm.
they had like the perfect coordinates.
Yeah.
And like
Oh my
it shoots
goodness.
out perfectly in a straight line.
What do you mean? What shoots out?
If you connect all the coordinates,
Uh-huh.
it shoots out straight into something. I don't really know what the whole thing was, but
Mm-hmm.
it was they were perfectly made, perfectly architect.
So then, what was their goal?
That's what they were trying to say. Like, how did they get it so perfect? What were they trying to do?
Correct. Well, maybe.
And also, I
Well-
literally only a couple years ago
Mm-hmm.
found out
What?
that Egypt had cities. I literally thought it was
Just
just
the-
dirt and pyramids.
Pyramids.
I literally didn't know what Egypt looked like. I thought it was just.
It was just
right.
dirt and
Yes.
and pyramids.
Yes.
And the Nile River.
Yes.
That was it. Where do
I
people
had-
live?
I had no idea that there was buildings. Ow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, headache.
Ow.
So, well, do you think aliens came to the Egyptians? Because there's
What?
because of
To
the
the
there's
Egyptians?
hieroglyphics of it, and then also like maybe they didn't help them build anything,
What is this?
but maybe they influenced.
This isn't Egypt.
That's not Egypt.
That is Egypt.
Oh wait, you mean like modern Egypt?
Yes.
I thought you meant like back in the day, like you
I
didn't know
thought
they
it-
built structures.
No, I thought it just
like
looked
right
this.
like 2022 they just had pyramids and dirt.
Yes. Well, if you look it up.
Well,
this
I
is all-
actually have it. I mean, I wouldn't believe that like you did, but I mean I haven't personally
at
seen an
this.
Egyptian city. Obviously, I would assume they're there, but what do they look like?
I didn't assume that.
Like,
It
what are they-
looks
do they
like
have- do they have-
LA.
Do they have like a Marriott Inn?
Yes.
Do they have a McDonald's? Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, what were you talking about?
What was I talking about? Oh, maybe they didn't like build the pyramids for it. Well, the theory isn't.
No.
The theory isn't that they
My
built.
dad- My dad didn't plan this. In
But
my
if he's watching,
Okay.
well,
Not to get anything.
yeah,
But I don't know. It's just
Well, the theory isn't that they like single-handedly built them for them. Ma'am. Okay.
Who are you? I'm Pam.
Who
are you?
I'm the owner of this house.
What's
Okay,
that?
well, the theory isn't
that
that...
they just planted them?
No.
Or no?
No, the theory isn't that they physically built them. The theory is that they influenced the Egyptians to build them. It's not saying like they were like, "Hi, brown people, we're gonna gift you this." It's like, "Hey, brown people, I have an idea for you." It was like that.
Why can't brown people just
Come up with
build?
their own ideas.
Yes.
Okay, it's not the fact
Okay.
they could have
no.
influenced
This
the British.
This is the white. Okay, sorry. This is what like a white man would say. I don't know. Like they don't have enough willpower to even build that. Just give them credit for it and
Well,
the
yeah,
story.
but that's not what I'm trying to get
I
at.
know.
Also, maybe that's kind of where their gods could have been influenced from that. Like if they saw an alien, I'd be like, well, then there's God. Maybe that's
But
where
these are crazy. These
their
are
idea
cool.
of
Like how did they make those?
how'd they build pyramids?
No, like those faces. What are they called? The Sphinx.
Sphinx, yeah.
That's cool. I don't know too much about it.
Mm.
I wonder what it looked like
Do you?
back then.
You're right. I love the theory. I really love this theory. The aliens, like UFO. Okay, backtrack actually. What are your thoughts on UFO sightings? Like, you think people are crazy?
I
Like,
don't
because they go back to
know,
like,
I
because they go
think-
back like.
Oh
a
my God.
What? Like
Have you seen this thing?
Mm-mm. Maybe.
It's
Because you.
oh
What?
the Phoenix Lights.
Of course, I've seen the Phoenix
Okay,
Lights.
that is crazy.
That
What did you
was-
think about that? There's
It's an
videos,
alien.
and then the military's like, we were just
testing.
testing. Okay.
Well, we're just testing our new aircraft, guys. Calm down.
Oh, nothing to be scared of. But
I mean,
I think I've seen an alien. I think I've seen a
A
UFO.
UFO?
Maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know. On Halloween, I did see
Oh, yeah, I
a
heard.
weird orange thing, and we followed. Okay.
What do you mean an orange thing?
Okay,
Go
we
into
were
detail.
driving. You know where the shooting range is?
Yeah.
Right there, that background.
Mhm.
We were
Refreshing.
driving, and then my mom was talking to me, and then I look out the window. I'm like, "What is that?" And she was like, "What?" But I don't know if we were looking at the same thing, cause I know what I was looking at, so I can tell you. It was a huge orange ball, and I thought it was like the sun or something. I'm like, why is the sun still out? But it was dark, so I was confused. But it just looked like a ball of orange light.
Uh-huh.
And then we were driving, and then she was like, "Oh my God, I see it too." But I don't know if she was looking at the right thing. But anyways, I was like, what in the world was that?" And she's like, "Let's follow it." And then we
Was
went.
it moving?
I don't know because we were driving, but it was like,
Right.
it was like when you look at a cloud.
And
it,
you're
like,
moving with
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So like, I don't know. And then we drove all the way to where Walmart is,
Uh-huh.
through the back roads. And then it was gone. And I didn't know where it went. So that was weird.
How come you never told anyone about this?
I
Halloween night.
Because I didn't know what it was, and then my mom's like, "Look what I found on TikTok."
Someone recorded it on TikTok too?
Yeah, but then I didn't want to tell her because she showed me it,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, wait, do the rocket? Say
The
UFO
Rocket Raccoon
sighting,
voice?
yeah.
UFO sighting at where? Give me a line.
In Highland.
Oh,
No,
gee.
Redlands. Oh.
UFO.
It was the rocket.
UFO sighting at Highland, Redlands, California, 2022.
Yeah, and then it was like last night. And then,
Last night, a strange orange ball floated over the city capital.
yeah, and then,
Good
but then
one, capital.
But then at the bottom, it said that it was 2 days before. So then I didn't want to get her hopes down.
Uh-huh.
So I just said, "Oh." But I did see that orange thing. But maybe there was
Did
two
it
sightings.
it just looked like a sphere? Like it just looked like the sun?
Yeah, it's like if I looked at that, but not as bright, but
Mhm.
just orange.
Interesting.
But I've seen that. I don't know. Also,
Well, yeah, because UFO sightings they've dated back to the 1950s.
yeah, but then they're just it was just experimental testing.
Is that true though?
I don't know. Also, in where I used to live in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
I used to live next to the base, so it looked like there was a whole bunch of aliens
Mm.
going in and out of there, like an airport.
Well, I lived in Area 51, so
But yeah, I don't know. I can't. I mean, sometimes there truly are just the army.
Yeah, sometimes it really is.
But then
Do you remember
can't
a couple
tell.
years ago? I have no idea the name of this. A couple years ago, do you remember that blue thing that flew in the sky? Like it was a blue light.
That.
It was confirmed to be a missile,
Yeah.
but like still, it
We
was,
saw
it
one.
was
Remember
spooky.
when you picked me up?
Oh yeah, but it was spooky. And was I? Oh, I was gonna say before this thing. My favorite, one of my theory. What?
Sorry.
Is there a bee by?
No.
One of my.
I thought the lizard jumped all the way over here.
I would have cried. There's a lizard following us. I would have. Okay, the theory. I love the theory that aliens, like a UFO sightings, like not physical aliens, but also like whenever someone sees a UFO, and they're like, a thing, and then it flies away. The theory is that it's just us from the future traveling back in
I
time
love that.
to survey.
Yeah.
I think that's great,
Yeah, I do too.
but also it kind of disregards the whole like we're the only ones
Well,
in
what
the
else?
universe.
Okay. Well, what else can it be?
What, an alien, like a UFO?
Yes.
Besides us being
Yes. I
literal-
think we are aliens. We are our own aliens. We are fighting our own battles against ourselves.
And they're coming back to survey. That's how they write.
Have you seen
That's
that
how
one?
That's how they wrote history books. How do we know? How do we know what Henry Clay?
No, okay, that is. I just saw something. What was it? The Titanic.
Yeah.
I saw
No.
a TikTok, and
Mhm.
it was a newspaper
Mhm.
of the Titanic,
Yeah.
and it was like Titanic Titanic almost sunk. There were no deaths, all survivors.
What?
I saw that, and then this girl's like, well, we just changed history so much that we don't even remember what it originally was. I swear I saw that.
You're hurting my brain.
No,
I
it's-
have a crazy conspiracy theory on the Titanic, but that's for a different. That's for
And
that's for the
also-
conspiracy theory episode.
when even was the Titanic? Because
1920.
was it
1910s.
Michael Jackson supposed to get on that? Or was that
That
was the Twin Towers?
was Michael Jackson supposed to write the
No.
Titanic?
Was he supposed to get in that, or was he supposed to have a meeting in the Twin Towers? I
Michael
don't
Jackson was
remember.
born in like 1978.
I think it was the Twin Towers. Yeah. It wasn't the Titanic. Wait, who was supposed to get on the Titanic that was famous?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
Michael Jackson was born. He was born in 1958.
Yeah, he was supposed to go into the towers. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, he was supposed to have a business meeting. You didn't hear that?
I did not hear that.
Really?
You want to know when the Titanic sunk?
1912.
Yeah,
Like,
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson on the
Look!
Titanic. What is it?
Titanic sinking, no lives lost.
What is that?
There was another
put a
one,
picture of
and
this
it was
on
like,
screen.
I don't know.
That one says 15,000 died.
Like, I don't know. I really don't know, cause like, how can we even? How can we even? Me when I.
Me and I. Yeah. Do you?
And also, Titanic sunk, no lives lost. Largest ship in the world. Lies. Was not the largest ship in the
Yes,
world.
it was.
Olympia, that was the largest
Yeah,
ship.
it's the Olympic.
The Olympic.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
that's a good conspiracy theory I have, but I don't want to get off topic.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
have a good conspiracy theory with the Olympic.
But also,
Let's just say the Titanic and the Olympic are the same ship.
yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go into detail on another episode.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that episode's gonna be crazy. They don't even want to know about my Loch Ness monster conspiracy, which I stole from Jenna Marbles, but I firmly believe it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think the government, whenever we're like, actually, I mean, I guess if aliens are here, they have to know, because they go through the effort of saying it was just our Marine Corps flying up in the sky. So like, why didn't they feel the need to cover it up? Like it shouldn't happen.
Oh my god, have you seen those? Sorry. Have you
What?
seen those Ring videos of like, got a ferry last night?
Oh yeah.
And then it will be,
I used to watch those when I was little.
It will
It
be
was like
the
Ring
most
video.
ugliest
It's a
little-
pixie going.
And it'll be like, And then we'll like go super fast away and it just look like.
And then it'll be top 10 fairies caught on camera.
Yeah. What'd I do?
In this home video, you can see a pixie flying in the sky. If you zoom in, is this real or not?
Comment down below.
You don't do the voice, right?
Yeah, I do.
Go deeper.
No.
Do the chills voice.
Do what?
Do you know what voice I'm doing?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Burger King footless.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. What are we talking
Top
about?
10 garden gnomes caught moving. Did you ever used to watch mermaids? Like more like real top 10
Did you see the
mermaids
one
caught
where
on
it's-
camera.
It's recording and it has that circle like it's in a ship, and then the mermaid comes up and it's like.
I've never seen that. I think I'd cry.
It was terrifying.
I saw one and it was like people were like, you know where you cliff dive? Like in places where you jump off cliffs, but they're like not tall enough to where you die.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think you do. You know cliff diving?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You're confusing me. So it's a
Okay.
video, and people were up on the cliffs and they were recording, and down below on the ocean on rocks, there's like a mermaid, and she's like laying like this on the rock.
Oh, I think
But
I've
she's
seen
like
that.
kind of grotesque looking, and they're like, mermaid, 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 and then she's like, and then she jumps in the water and like slithers.
I like seeing the one where it's like mermaid. Wait, what is it? Coven? No, not
That's a
witches.
witch.
Mermaid Cove, and they're like
Grotto.
recording, and then they're
There's
all
like 5
singing.
mermaids like, I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss.
Yes, I don't know if I've seen that or if I made it up that I saw that.
I'm assuming we've all of us here have seen the like mermaid, dead mermaid on the beach.
All shriveled up.
Yeah, it's like a mermaid
Yeah.
on the ocean.
Yeah.
On the sand.
Yeah.
Do you think mermaids are real? Getting off topic. Maybe mermaids are aliens. Do you think mermaids are real?
Mermaids can be aliens.
True. No, obviously not like Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Jodie Benson is in the water. But like, do you believe like
Okay, wait,
the
hold on.
idea of mermaids are real?
In the Little Mermaid,
What about
2
it?
or whatever numbers they had,
There was
whichever
3.
ones they had.
There was 3.
Did it show a scene where the mom died?
It did.
Okay.
It's in the
I
third
thought I
one.
made that up.
No.
Okay.
There's a great conspiracy that it was Captain Hook.
Oh.
I have a lot of Disney conspiracies.
Ariel had a daughter, right?
She did, Melody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that one sad or something?
Yeah.
I don't think I watched it.
You should watch it. Little Mermaid 2 Return to the Sea. And had Ursula's sister.
Oh.
Morgana.
Maybe.
She served.
Okay.
No, she didn't. I hated her.
What? Mermaids?
Do you think mermaids are real? Like the idea of mermaids? Obviously not.
I'm
They're
like
not like.
terrified of the ocean.
Yeah, me
But
too.
like I
Do you know,
love going in the ocean.
circling back to aliens. You know, we know more about space than we do our own ocean.
Yeah, that's crazy. What is it, like 50, not probably like half of the ocean?
Is unexplored.
Yes.
But like we've explored more space.
I can't even go on, okay, this is a personal
I can't
struggle
go
of mine.
A boat.
What?
What'd you say?
I cannot go on Google Maps. I can't.
You mean like
or like
Google-
Google
You
Satellite?
mean Google Earth.
Google Earth.
And there's like
Not
pictures.
maps, yeah.
Have you?
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't even look at my
Why?
own house. I'm scared.
Because someone
no.
took a picture.
Because you know how it used to be when you would go on Google Earth and it starts off,
Uh huh.
like you can look into space
Yeah.
and it'd be like the whole Earth.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't. I'd be scared if I clicked, an alien would be on my, on
On the
thing.
screen?
Yes. So I'm terrified. Like even when you keep, I don't even want to
Okay.
think about it. Even if you go in the ocean, like when you go into like the Pacific Ocean, like you can go.
You can
on,
look in, yeah.
Yeah. No. No.
But if they come
no.
out with Google Ocean.
I don't even want to even think about it.
If they come out with Google Ocean, then
I can't.
that'd be wild.
But like,
Do you remember?
I don't understand how we can discover or like we can even like
Mhm.
look for stuff up there. Like it's like nothing. But then like nobody wants
Yeah.
to like in the ocean. Like I don't know.
It's scarier.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
Like
you can't move. Well,
like I don't.
know.
Also, why do we?
do you Megalodon still alive?
No.
I'd kill myself if the Megalodon was still alive.
Like I don't like the ocean, but like if I go to the beach, I'll go super far in and I'll be like jumping in the waves. But I just
How
can't
far
think
can
about
you
it.
go? Yeah, sharks are my biggest fear in the world.
You know
Sharks
what?
and snakes.
I'm
Hate
gonna
'em.
make a confession. What was it, 2 days ago? 1 day ago, I was in the shower
You thought there was a shark?
No.
Cause I do that.
Cause I was like, no, I had my hand like this. I was like, how will I ever live if
A shark bites your fingers
if
off.
I had these fingers gone?
Right.
And I was like trying to do a ponytail. It's like, oh god. And then I was like, I can't do that. And I was like, how does Bethany Hamilton put her hair up in a bun?
Who's Bethany Hamilton?
Are you joking?
Is she Soul Surfer?
Yes.
Okay.
How does she put her hair up in a bun? And then, oh, sorry.
It's a hummingbird.
I got scared.
Aww.
How does she put her hair up in a bun?
She has one hand.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Try it. Right now.
Does she have her left hand or her right hand? Could have. No, I'm kidding. Let's just say
Oh,
she has her
okay.
right hand.
I really don't understand.
you
'Cause she
take
was
this
on
one right
Ellen.
here.
She was on Ellen and she had her hair up in a bun.
Maybe her friend did it.
No.
Okay, so she has her hand like this. Okay.
Can I put
Hair
a
tie-
tutorial?
Soul Surfer. Soul Surfer hair tutorial. How I do my hair, Soul Surfer. We need to get back on topic.
I'm sorry.
Aliens.
But like, I was just really trying to wonder how did she put her hair up in a bun?
Okay.
And how did she tie it?
Actually, circling back to mermaids.
She is a mermaid. Bethany Hamilton?
Yeah.
She's a
I
mermaid.
mean, mermaids are just manatees.
Good.
Like, when Christopher Columbus was like, I saw a damn mermaid out in
Okay.
the water.
Did I
Because they
tell
were
you-
drunk and it was a
Did
manatee.
I tell you if I made this up or not? Or
Mhm.
if it was in something and he was tied up? And he's like, I can't listen to the
The
mermaids.
sirens?
Yeah.
I think you made that up. Or
It's like,
you watched
I
Ice
wanna
Age.
jump in so bad. They sound so beautiful. And then they're like, tie him up. And then he,
Wait! You unlocked something in me. I don't think it was Christopher Columbus. It was some movie. Pirates of the Caribbean? No. You're unlocking something in me, though.
See, I'm telling you,
I think it
didn't
might
Pirates
have.
of the Caribbean.
It might have just been Ice Age Continental Drift.
It wasn't. But I thought Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you say Caribbean?
No, I said Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean, didn't they have a little siren scene?
They did have siren scenes, man. I love it.
Could have been that. No, was it like that?
No, they were on like little boats, and it was
Oh.
like, oh. They're like on like little like lifeboats, but they're pirates. And and this was like teeny tiny boats, and they like looked over, and there was like beautiful little mermaids, and they came up and they're resting like this, and there was like 20, not 20. there
Oh,
was, like,
I
10,
have seen
and
it.
like that, and then they're like, mermaid, and then like they get crazy, and start killing people.
Yeah. Are they pretty and then they're ugly?
Yeah, they're like they're like, and then like and then the guys like are like coming to kiss them, and they're like,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What were
And
we doing?
and okay, back to the topic. Okay, aliens.
Oh. Underwater aliens. Because my mom.
Oh! Keely's mom is an alien.
My mom is an underwater alien and an above world alien.
Space. Tell the.
Yeah.
She had a past life regression.
Also, I don't know.
Hmm.
Also, do you want to just
Wow.
look at her little tarot reading on YouTube really quick?
Oh, we could again.
I
I mean,
wait, hold on. It's
do you
just
think
quick.
there are people that are like legit like aliens? Like not like past life stuff. Like you think there are people walking the earth right now, but they're actually not. They're actually aliens, like shape shifting somehow
Oh.
among us.
Well, like, anything can be an alien. Like, how do we know that they're not, like, freaking ants? Like,
One day the ants are gonna come.
a naked mole rat? That's an alien.
That is an alien.
Also,
Your dog.
that's just crazy. That reminded me. How, like, ants, they live their own little life. And they create, like, whole little civilization under Earth.
They're Mesopotamia.
Yeah, did you see that big thing where it's, like, the archaeologists, they dug up ant tunnels? It was crazy.
I've seen where they pour like liquid metal into ant
Oh,
tunnels.
that's cool, yeah.
It's kind of evil though.
Okay, back to my mom.
What if? Oh, I just came up with
Oh.
a theory. I'm not the only one that came up with
What?
this. But, I mean, aliens. If we want to go down the we're living in a simulation route, aliens
Mm.
could just be like the overseers. Like we're the Sims, And the aliens are the one playing The Sims.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that theory, but I'm playing myself. Like I have the thing on right now.
Like, okay, you're in Don't Worry, Darling.
But I'm in the game right now, and like
Yeah.
I'm sure I could build houses though.
Oh, yeah.
But
Should be in Minecraft.
I mean that could be a possibility.
Yeah.
But like, what if
True.
aliens are just people? Like they just look like us. Maybe they
That'd
have
be
like
weird.
a third eye or something.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Well, do you really think they're like?
What? Like the big
Yeah.
with the black eyes?
Do you really think?
Have you ever seen the SNL skits where they get abducted by aliens? It's Kate McKinnon.
No.
You gotta watch it. I'll send it to you later. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's beautiful. The way she describes aliens is just so funny. But yeah. What do you think about probing?
Oh my god. Wait.
Is that real?
Was I on FaceTime when? Oh yeah.
What?
She was talking about how the lady has a whole bunch of probe scars.
Yeah.
And she saw them. My mom saw
Okay.
them apparently.
You need to give context.
Okay.
Did you want to say it or want me to say it?
I'll say it.
Okay.
Okay. Backtrack of the story. My mom, she was heavily attracted to this house. Random house. She's like,
Mhm.
oh my god, this house is, I have such a personal
Yeah.
connection. And then she finds this lady on Facebook and she's like, well, the lady was giving out free, not free, or I don't know.
Like cheap discount.
I guess, yeah.
Mhm.
The lady was giving past life regressions.
Mm.
And she's like one of those spiritual people who does that.
Mhm.
And then my mom's like, I'll do that. I will come to your house and you
Yeah.
tell me what my past life was.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. It's basically like guided meditation.
I've been
I
sniffing on
think.
the mic this whole time.
I don't know. I don't really know what it is because I'm really too scared to even do it. But apparently she goes to her house and then she laid on the bed. Oh my god. You know what's the scariest part about all this? Well, I don't want to say it right now, but
What?
because it's in the story.
You could say it.
No, because I have to go into the story.
Oh,
Where she's
okay.
laying down in the bed, and then I was like, she had a hard time putting me to sleep.
Yeah.
And then she's like, when I closed my eyes, she was like, doing her little thing.
Uh-huh.
And then she said, and I don't know if it's true, but it's so spooky. She said that for like a second, while she opened her eyes for like the most tiniest second.
There's 2 hummingbirds.
And then she said she felt like the lady pulled out a piece of her hair.
Oh yeah.
That is scary.
That is scary.
Like, what is the even reason? What is the reason? Anyways, that's the most scariest part.
What's the difference between what she's doing and a witch?
Oh, witches spells.
Because I know you got very upset when I said witches are evil.
Because they're not. It's like
Well,
dark
I don't.
magic.
Yeah, I don't think they're inherently evil. I think they can't be evil.
Yeah, they can be evil.
Yeah.
But this is like
So they do-
spirituality.
Yeah, you're right. I
It's
see. what
like
you mean.
mind and
crystals.
soul.
No, not crystals. Are crystals witch?
Yeah,
Oh, like a
I
little
mean
bit.
it can be. I mean
Yeah.
they coincide together,
Mhm.
but like they're very different. But anyways, she pulled out a piece of her hair,
Mhm.
maybe, and then she did her little past life regression, and she's like, and my mom said she closed her eyes, and she was in the middle of the ocean. She saw a dinosaur, and then she was in space floating.
She saw John Hammond in Jurassic.
And then she just saw stars. Like, she was just floating. And then the lady's like, you were an alien. And I'm an alien, too. We were both aliens. And we were both sent here to do something. And then, another part. She said,
So you're
do
an
you,
alien.
do you want a glass of water? And my mom's like, yeah, sure. And then she got it. And my mom
What if
said,
she drugged it?
she said, that was the most coldest water I've ever had in my whole life. It would taste like out of this world cold. Like the ice was perfect.
And then she said it is from out of this world.
She said the water tastes so
like
amazing.
Like beautiful.
Yeah, it's like beautiful. And then that's what happened to her. She's an alien. Also, she got struck by lightning when she don't laugh.
Your mom's the Flash.
She got struck by lightning
And flew across the
and flew. She was looking out the kitchen window.
out the kitchen window.
And then she was washing dishes and it was raining. Oh my god, there's something in my
There's a
eyeball.
there's a plane.
I can't.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm about to cry. Okay. She was looking out the kitchen window. and then
How
boom, she was dead for like,
She saw heaven.
I don't know, but she was dead for like maybe 5 seconds.
Like clinically?
Yeah.
Goodness.
And then she woke up and everybody was around her, and ever since then, she says that she's had
Oh, my battery's
encounters with aliens. And anytime she touches metal, she shocks me. So yeah, and then she did see, in San Diego, she was driving from
Oh
Europe.
yeah, this is a good story.
And then there was
Here,
there's
I
a lot of
wrote it down because dummy tell me. It's your mom.
oh, you could say it.
Okay.
You could tell the story.
Keely's. What year is this?
Well, it was only Mia. Probably like 2000. I wasn't born yet, so 5
2005.
maybe
That's when I was
4.
born. 2004.
Yeah,
We'll say it's
could have been.
Circa 2004, Keely's mom. Should we say should we say your mom's name?
Yeah.
Circa 2004, Monique was driving. Oh no, it's 2002. I literally wrote it down.
What? Oh, I forgot you took notes.
I took Keely's mom. Her mom told me this story over FaceTime one night, and I was like, sorry.
Wait, Cruz, why didn't you tell me I was literally in a shadow this whole time?
I've been not lit well this whole
Okay.
time. It's fine. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
It's not visual.
Yeah.
But it is. Circa 2002, Monique is driving. She's driving home, San Diego. There's music.
Very scenic route.
Very scenic through the mountains.
Mhm.
She's like the only car on the road. There's music playing. All her friends are asleep in the car. She's the only one awake. She said she looks to the left of the car, like she looks out the window, and she saw like a UFO hovering in the mountains. And she said it was like a stereotypical UFO that you see in movies where it's like the stereotypical UFO.
Mhm.
And she said she saw a light beaming down of it, on like a light coming out of it. And she said like she could tell the light was this light's real. And like she could see like it on the mountain. Like she could like if you flash a flashlight at something, you could see like the circle of light. Like she could see the light on the mountain, like the tip of the mountain. And then
Oh my
she
God.
said,
Sorry, there is like a lizard approaching us.
"Where?
It's like coming.
I don't
it's-
like lizards."
It's in the flowers.
Don't do that.
Get!
Oh, I see.
Damn, what? Get!
Get off my damn lawn. Okay. So then she said she saw it, and then she said she turned back to like wake. She's like, look outside, look what's there. And then she said, and it wouldn't be what you expect, like stereotypically, like, and then she turns and it's gone. Like that's not what happened. She said like wake up. They're barely waking up, and she said she turned back. It was still there, and she physically saw it, like, zoop,
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
which is scary. Either coincidence or it hurt her.
Oh.
But yeah, the fact that she physically saw it zip away makes it more believable. And you said like she's not. It's like a family joke. Like she's
No.
she's legit. Like,
Yeah.
she saw it.
Also, there was another time.
That's another. Sorry, I'm
What?
cutting you off. That's another thing with like alien encounters. I guess. And I
Sometimes-
guess this
okay,
goes.
when
I'm
I
talking.
think- no, wait. I want to say, like, I feel like alien. Like, if you see a UFO, like, it's for you.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. That's scary.
I don't know.
Like I feel like this also goes along like people who see UFOs and also people who see like ghosts. Like if they have an encounter, like if you came to me, shut up. Like if you came to me one day and said you legit saw you like not the orange ball in the sky, like you said like I saw a UFO flying around in the mountains, I would like be like okay they're real, because I believe you, like you're not lying to me.
Yeah.
Like if
Then-
if someone I trust came up to me and like told me a personal encounter, I'd be like okay aliens are real, because you told me you had that experience.
Yeah. But then, I don't know.
Was she on something?
No.
I was driving home from Las Vegas and I saw a dying thing in the sky.
But yeah, I think, like, I don't know if I see an alien, I was meant to see it.
Interesting.
Cause like when my mom said she personally saw a Zoop, like I don't know, nobody else saw it,
Yeah.
and then I don't know. Also, what was I gonna?
Back to probing. What's
Oh,
that all about?
probably I forgot to get back on that.
Like why?
Um.
What's the significance in that?
Oh, let me tell the rest of the story about the lady. It was a mosquito. Okay. So apparently, the lady told my mom that the aliens take her out of. Oh my god. Also, have you seen? Sorry, a memory just came to my head. I don't know what it is, but it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's like the alien UFO show
A
or whatever.
documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
And it's like the lady said that an alien took her out of her room. She grabbed onto
Yes.
the fan.
Yes.
And then the next day she looked up and she saw her fingers. Okay, that's real.
That's
But
real.
that is literally real.
Do you know do you know Lost Time? Have you heard that?
No.
It's the phenomenon when someone says they get abducted by aliens, they have like lost time. It's not like I went to bed and then I woke up in the morning, but I swear in between then I was abducted. It's like it was 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. I got abducted, I blacked out, and I woke up on the side of the road Wednesday at 2 p.m.
Oh.
Like that's lost time. Like they
Oh.
literally just don't know.
Yeah, there was another episode like that, and the guy's like, or maybe this is from a movie. I don't know, but
It's fiction.
I don't know.
What?
No, I think it was. He said he was in his house,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think, or maybe he was driving.
Yeah.
And then he said he blacked out. Doesn't even
Driving.
know what happened, and he was like in a whole different place. He like woke up and his car was like parked on the side of the road somewhere.
That's scary.
But
Lost time.
yeah, she said that the aliens take her through her house, her room.
Mm-hmm.
They probe her up. She has probing battle
They put
scars.
Vaseline on her hole.
Gross. Okay, she has probing scars, and my mom saw them. I guess she has one first-hand experience with probing victims.
That's crazy. What's a probing scar?
You know, like if you were to like cut yourself right here,
Yeah.
and it like healed.
What is
this-
probing?
If like the skin healed like this, but it was like over like a keloid.
What is a
You know what
keloid?
is? Oh. It's like when your skin. It like looks like a lower like if you were to touch this
Yeah.
and it feels like up more.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's what like a
That's
probing-
scary.
like this.
Like, she got
Oh, it
probed?
doesn't look like this.
Like she got probed and it like ripped
Yeah.
her. Ew.
And it like grows back like that.
Yeah. That's scary.
But she has I don't know, I don't really know. Like I
Is that,
guess
like,
they
is
said
that
like
scientific?
probing was for scientific research on
Well, yeah, of course.
for our advancements as a population.
I mean, we used probing.
No, like the aliens.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's just, like, do we use that? Like, what's
I don't
like why are they
really
giving us
know.
colonoscopies?
Oh, Cruz, that's for your colon.
No, I'm saying why are aliens giving us
Oh,
colonoscopies?
I don't know. It's
like
weird.
like do we
why
like
do
if
they
we're
want
studying
to?
like if we're studying a rabbit, like a new
Yeah, we
rabbit
don't probe
species,
them.
we don't probe them to find out what's going on.
It's true. No, I think they probe. I don't know, cause like it's less of a scar. I don't know, like if you were
Oh,
to
like them,
probe to
like
like
cutting
take,
someone
to like
up.
take a piece of your
Skin.
heart
Yeah.
and then take it out, and then it's as easy as that, and then it's done.
Right. Interesting.
So
Do you think aliens have ill intention? Or do you think they literally are just like, what's going on here?
yeah, I think they really just want to know what's going on.
Yeah? They
Yeah.
don't want to fight us?
So I don't know. Well, explicit sexual contact
What?
with extraterrestrials. What? And mysterious marks left on body.
Ew.
Oh my god. This is that same girl that had the arms thing on her
Mhm.
thing. She said that she got probed, and they were like
45 minutes.
they were like right here.
Mm.
And then she was like, I know these aliens did something to my uterus. And she went to the doctor. And then the doctor's like, you have like very like, what is it, the word? Like suspicious like scarring on like the lining of your uterus. Like this is not normal. And she's like, what in the world? How does this even happen? She's like, yeah. And the doctor's like, this is like not normal. And then she like couldn't get pregnant. She was trying to get have a baby at the same time. And like, this is, and then I think and then like over the course of days,
Uh-huh.
like she said that she kept getting abducted by these aliens and they kept
Took a little piece of the uterus.
probing
every
her
time?
uterus.
Oh my gosh.
And she'd had pregnancy problems ever since.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Do you know the Bud Hopkins case?
No, I don't think so. What is it?
It's a
Bub?
Bud.
Bud?
He was kidnapped. 1 second, let me find it.
Also, I saw this thing on TikTok. He's like,
Oh,
I
no.
used to get kidnapped by aliens when I was a kid, and then my mom wouldn't believe me.
That
like-
you were kidnapped?
No, TikTok.
Oh.
And it was like the alien would literally take me to this place,
Uh-huh.
and it would be like super white, super like
Oh, yeah. I've seen a lot of descriptions like that. A lot
super
of-
hospital-y.
Yeah, everyone know. I feel like a lot of, whenever someone gets abducted, they always describe it like that.
And she's like, this super tall lady would like just bring me around and be like, don't
Okay,
be
well,
scared.
well, that's scary.
Don't be scared. I'm just gonna. That's here. And then he like just woke up, and then he told mom he didn't believe him.
Here we go. Wait, here's Hopkins. He wrote it like first person, so. I had a daytime UFO sighting on Cape Cod. It lasted about 3 minutes. The object seemed to be able to hover, and then it zoomed at great speeds straight into the wind. We had thought perhaps it was some kind of flat balloon or something, but clearly it wasn't. And when you see something like that, and the three of us jumping out of the car finally to watch it disappear, you realize that there's some factor in the world that you had previously been unaware of. It could be an extraordinarily important factor. Okay, I don't know why he got philosophical at the end.
Sorry, I'm just looking up shit.
My computer just died.
Oh.
It's fine.
What was it? Bud?
Bud Hopkins.
Wait, what was his whole thing? I didn't even. He was
He was too authory. Well, he's an author, so.
missing time. Let's do synopsis.
Lost Time. Do Lost Time. It's called Lost Time. Actually, have you ever heard of do you know the Roswell incident?
Sorry, I don't want. I want to talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
Lost time.
Oh,
This
then let's
family?
talk about Lost Time, and we can
I
go.
will.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, this family. I don't know. In Australia, I don't remember the family. Anyways, they went. One day okay. It was mom, dad, brother, 2 sisters,
Mm-hmm.
5 people. Got in a car in Australia, left for like 3 days, and then like they were all delusional.
Uh-huh.
I don't know when. And then, like, during those 3 days, or maybe it was even a week, it was like super long. And they were like, why did they leave? They were like missing. No phones. They left all their phones except one, the brother. The brother took his phone.
Oh my gosh, wait, I've heard this. Like, kind of, barely.
And then the brother took his phone and, so like they could track them from his phone.
Oh, yeah.
So they tracked him and then they went like all around the coast, or I guess it's not coast, but like.
Costa Rica.
They went like in this super long. I don't even know what they were doing. They traveled this long depth way, long
Yeah.
way of nothing, and then, like, the second day, the sister got out of the car.
Uh-huh.
She's like on her own. The 2 sisters, or no?
How's this Lost Time?
Cause wait.
Okay,
wait.
I'm sorry.
No. Okay. It was the brother. The brother's like, you guys are crazy. Well, this is just like people like talking for them, but like they don't
Yeah.
really know what happened. Like you guys are crazy. No clue what's going on.
Yeah.
Jumps out of the car. He is running away, and then he's doing his own little thing over here. I
Uh-huh.
don't really know what the city was. And they keep driving. Next day,
Goodness,
the
they
sisters.
left him?
Yeah, they're like, fine. You don't want to be with us.
How old was he?
He was like 20. Like
Oh.
all these are in their 20s, and then the sisters get out, and they're like, okay, we're gonna leave too. So they leave together, and then the mom and dad were like driving for another day, and they're like, okay, well, what?
All her kids are gone.
And then the dad leaves. Mom's by herself. They're all over, scrambled around like Australia, and then like, oh, this is real spooky. Okay, and then
Spooky.
like one day they saw the dad has a car actually, and then he's driving,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like tailgating someone, and like the person
Oh my gosh, I've heard this.
was like, okay, whatever, and then I don't really remember what happened after that, but then somehow the dad got out of the car, just left into the woods, like straight into the woods.
Into the woods.
And then
And then he saw James Corden.
and then I don't know how, I don't even know, this is like all crazy. And then the dad somehow gets into someone's car like the next day, and this couple, or maybe it was just a girl, she like gets in the car and she looks around and then the guy's like the dad's just sleeping in the back of in the car.
My heart would have stopped.
They take him to the police station, and he's like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, I don't even know what's going on. He's like, my whole family left or whatever. And then they end up finding the mom,
Okay.
and they take her to the police station.
Right.
They find the sisters, they find the brother, and they're like, what's going on here? And we're like, we don't even know what's happening. Like, they all, like, nobody knows. They don't even know why they left.
Did they take substances?
They said we have we didn't take anything. We just got in the car and left, and we don't know why.
So.
And we all just separated.
In their brain, do they remember?
And they said that they don't remember anything.
So how do we know what happened?
Well, they just know from
the
car pin.
So to them, was it like
Or no.
Did they like they're like we have an urge to leave, so then they left, blacked out, woke up hospital, or was it like we have an urge to leave, and then like everything happened and they like remember it like a dream, or was it like they fully blacked out and like hospital?
Look.
Where am I?
The Trumps, Mark, Jacoba, their 3 adult children.
Jacoba. This is my daughter, Jacoba.
We are also they're like all alive and well right now, and they're like to the press. They're like, we don't really want to talk about it.
Were they on Dr. Phil?
No.
Oh, seems like they would.
They're like, we don't want to talk about it. So yeah, but like I feel like they know, but they don't want to say.
Yeah.
Cause like,
mob.
what's the reason?
Do they owe someone money?
Oh, that was another theory. Like maybe the mob was after them and they left, but then they're like, cause also they searched
the road trip of death.
They searched their house, like after they were missing. They had all their finances, all their money, papers, all over the place. They're like had them scrambled, and like they gathered them, but then they just left them in the house and just left with nothing. Like, it's so weird. Okay, look. The family fled. Also, another thing. They lived on a farm. And they're like, maybe there was pesticides. And they were all like...
tripping out.
Yeah. But then they're like, maybe not. So, it's so weird.
I mean, if you live on a farm, something's wrong with you.
And then, but like, none of them know... Well, I don't know if none of them know. But apparently none of them know what happened. And they're like, Michael's mobile phone, believed to be the only one brought on the trip, was thrown out of the car window. And reportedly aimed fears it could be tracked. And 7, Michael left. They were all paranoid, super paranoid. That was another thing.
This turned into the Unsolved Mysteries podcast.
Sorry, I just want to talk about it. It's just so weird. Like, he was paranoid. He abandoned the car. He left back home, and then the sisters were still there, and then they try to leave, and then, oh look, here's a little quote. I turned around and saw 2 legs stretch across the back of my seat and the floor. Wait, what? I turned around and saw 2 legs stretch across the back between my seat and the floor. She was lying on the floor, he said. I got an extreme shock. Oh, this is when they found the dad in the car.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I would have cried.
I would have been I would have screamed like I screamed at that man the other day.
But yeah, had to be aliens.
Anyways, it was aliens.
Yeah.
Look up, circling back to the real topic of here.
That was last time.
No, that's good. No, that was crazy. Google the Roswell incident, please. I know some. It was like 1950s,
New
1960s.
Mexico? What?
Just look up Roswell incident.
Battle Cats?
Roswell incident.
That's what I looked up.
And what does it say?
Oh, is this when they were all... What is it?
There's a UFO crash. And then, I don't want to tell the story wrong, so can you look at it? From my memory of the beautiful series BuzzFeed Unsolved, there was...
Is this the one the stuff was like on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was like a farmer that found... There was a man across the street, and then also a bee just flew in our face. Yeah, like a farmer, and then a farmer like found...
What in the world?
What's he doing?
I think Wikipedia
Don't look at him. He's looking over here.
Wikipedia is literally ending.
What do you mean?
Please don't scroll past this. This Monday for the first time recently.
We're fine.
For the first time recently, we interrupt your reading
I
time.
made
We
a-
ask you to support Wikipedia's independence.
You can't see me.
Only 2%.
I'm in a dark.
Hey guys. Only 2%. They're barely holding on.
Goodness gracious.
Don't scroll away. Dang.
And then a farmer found it, and then he like told someone about it.
And then the military took it, right?
Yeah. And they're like, it was nothing. It was a blimp. They said it was a blimp. I suppose we could hold this. That's kind of fun.
You may stay.
And then the military was like, it was just a blimp crash, guys.
Okay, here we go. I don't.
Are we using Wikipedia as our source?
No, but it's just the first thing I click.
Okay.
I don't want to click anymore.
My turn to tell a story.
Yeah.
You don't have a touch screen. Sorry.
No.
Okay. The Roswell incident is the 1947 recovery of mundane metallic and rubber debris from a military balloon that crashed near Corona, New Mexico. That's a lie. It wasn't a military balloon. I want to get to the story.
Do, re, mi, fa,
What do you
sol,
see?
la, ti, do.
Eh? Ha. No. Okay.
Do, re.
The Roswell incident occurred amid the flying saucer craze of 1947. So in 1947, UFO nerds were all over the place. On June 26, media nationwide had reported civilian pilot Kenneth Arnold's story, oh, I know this, of seeing what became known as flying saucers. Historians would later chronicle over 800 copycat sightings that were reported after the Arnold story was published. So he was really a trendsetter. He was the first one.
Arnold?
Yeah, he was the first one to see a UFO.
Okay, work.
So, on Saturday night, July 5th, 1947, rancher W.W. Mac Brazel, this is the guy, the farmer,
The farm started.
Do you guys hear that beeping?
I don't think the
Is the-
government wants us to say this. That's why.
It's the Truman Show. We're in the Truman Show right now.
I'm like,
There's
our
this truck
faces are not in light at all.
It's because the sun is in a weird angle. When the sun goes over there, we'll be fine. Oh, we hit an hour. Goodness gracious, I'm so in the dark.
Scoot up. Hello?
Scoot over.
Me? But then I'm in the dark.
I'm the one talking. Actually, no, you have a sliver of sun over there. You're there, I'm here.
Cruz, I'm not gonna. Okay.
Okay, well, okay.
What's my computer?
It's gonna die. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Saturday.
You
Can-
smell good.
Thank you, it's candy
I
cane.
smell it now.
It's candy cane. It's my mom bought it. Okay.
For you?
No,
Oh.
she bought it for the house,
Oh.
and then I kind of stole it.
With glitter? For the house? For the house of boys? For boys? Glitter? No. No.
That glitter is for girls now. I don't want you wearing none of that stuff up in my household. Anyways,
You said it, not me.
on Saturday night, July 5th, 1947, rancher www.google.com. Rancher W.W. Mac Brazel made a trip from his remote ranch to town, Corona, New Mexico. The ranch had no phone and no radio, 1947, leaving Brazel unaware of the flying saucer craze of the prior 10 days. Oh, so he was off social media. In modern terms, he was taking a break. He didn't go on YouTube. He didn't go on Instagram. He was in like other girls. So he didn't know the trends. He didn't know that UFO was trending on Twitter. As a result, it was not until Saturday night that Brazel connected debris he found 3 weeks earlier from the flying discs in the news. So 3 weeks prior, I'm sorry, I spit on your computer. 3 weeks prior, he found like UFO debris in his yard, but he didn't know he was just like, what the heck? A plane crashed.
What the flip?
What the flip? A plane crashed in my here town, and he didn't know what was going on. And then, because he didn't like hear in the my computer's gonna overheat.
Here, I'll hold it.
He didn't know the Mac, like he didn't know the flying saucers were like a thing.
Yeah?
So when he saw that 3 weeks earlier, he didn't even know. Okay. The debris in question. It was tinfoil, rubber, and thin wooden beams. or what he like. It wasn't that officially like that's what he said it looked like.
Oh.
He's like, it looked like tinfoil, rubber, and thin wooden beams
But he had it in his
And they-
in his possession.
for
So
3 weeks.
why didn't he know
And
exactly what it was?
they had been scattered across a square mile of the ranch. So that it was like a whole mile, and these materials were like all over that whole mile.
You're
Like
sure?
it was like a crash. That like it was like. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
I want to say something.
what do you want to say?
What's a crop? What's a crop circle? Like in the middle of fields.
What's these darn crop circles? What's these crop circles
is
I've been
it?
seeing on the internet? Crop circles are a phenomenon where in like a large like field of corn, like there'll be like a design in it. Picture on screen here.
How?
Picture on screen.
Is it like phenomenon like animals do it?
No, like aliens.
Oh.
So
okay.
they could be like easily faked though, and there's been some where it's proved it's been fake. It's like the farmer and his son did a crop circle to get on the news.
Oh, okay.
Cause it's what they look like. Have you seen like a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
just wanted-
I mean the theory, of course, is that it's like a UFO,
like they plan.
like a
they
UFO,
sat?
like UFO stats big butt,
Okay.
but they could be easily faked.
Okay.
But yeah, he found the wooden beams of the tinfoil across the square mile, and he previously had gathered it and pushed it under some brush to dispose of it. So he was like, "Who crashed in my yard?" Oh, who ordered Amazon? Not me.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol,
He was
la,
just-
ti,
He was doing a U-turn.
fa.
Okay. So he found it, and then he was like, "Who made a mess of my hair parts?" And he collected it and put it under a bush to throw it away later.
Mm.
When Brazel had heard stories of silvery flying discs that Saturday night in Corona, like now he's like, wait, there's flying discs? There's some stuff in my yard. He decided to gather up his prior find. On Sunday, July 6th, Brazel dug out the debris. On Monday, July 7th, he took it to the sheriff's office in Roswell. The sheriff called Roswell Army Airfield, which assigned the matter to Major Jesse Marshall. Brazel took Marshall back to the debris site, and the two gathered up more pieces of the rubber and tinfoil, like material.
Mm-hmm.
And Marshall took the material home on Monday night. On Tuesday morning,
Wait, who's
Marshall's the military guy.
Oh. Wait, were they just friends?
No, Brazel heard the stories. Brazel heard stories of the flying discs, and he's like, "Wait, then what's in my yard?" So he went to the sheriff, and he went to the sheriff, and he was like, "There's something in my yard, kind of like these flying disc stories." And he's like, "Let me get a military guy for you."
Super
Speaking
pale.
of military,
You
there's
see
a
that?
plane above us. What? Your arms are pale.
Yes.
On the inside.
Well, yeah, but like.
Well, that's why we're tanning out here. But so then he went to the sheriff's office and he was like, I have something in my yard like this. He was like, let me get the military on the phone. And then who's his name? Marshall. Marcel the Shell by A24. And then Marcel came and was like, what's going on? Battery's on 8%. So then Marcel, he took it home with him, the military guy. And then he took it home Monday night. And then Tuesday morning, Marcel took the material to his base commander, Colonel William Blanchard, related to Kate Blanchett. And Blanchard reported to the finding to General Roger Ramey, too many names, at Fort Worth Army Field, whatever. And the general ordered the material flown to the army base immediately. He was like, we gotta get this to the base. This looks wild.
The main thing. Okay, sorry, not the main thing. Okay, if it was just a blimp, why did they care so much about the materials?
Exactly. Well, because this is before they said it was a blimp.
Oh.
They're like, this is like, the public didn't even know yet.
Oh.
It was just like between the farmer that found it and the military. They boarded the plane and they went to this special Air Force base.
Well, then even then,
And then
how did it even get out?
and
that
then
all this happened.
right here, on July 8th, 1947, which is the same day, so still this Tuesday.
Oh.
RAAF, the Public Information Officer, issued a press release stating that personnel from the field's 509th Operations Group had recovered a flying disc, which had landed on a ranch near Roswell. So he was like the social media expert. No, he was like the publicity. And he was like, the people should know. This was back in the day when the government hid some stuff, but they were like kind of stupid to hide it. Like they didn't know how to hide everything. So he was like, well, we can make a cool newspaper about this. So then he did. So that's how it came out. they recovered a flying disc, and they're like, flying
How
disc.
can I go from flying disc to blimp?
Yeah, they literally said flying disc crash in this random ranch. Like they literally said that.
Yeah.
And then the rumors regarding the flying disc became a reality when the intelligence office of the 509th Bomb Group of the 8th Air Force Roswell Army Airfield was fortunate enough to gain possession of a disc through the cooperation of one of the local ranchers and the sheriff's office of Shaves County. The flying object landed on a ranch near Roswell sometime last week.
I'm sorry.
I lost my train of thought. This is just repeating the same thing. Decades later, Roswell radio announcer Frank Joyce recalled contacting Hout by telephone to verify the release. Recalled Joyce, quote, "I said, Walter, don't run this story. If you do, you're going to be in trouble. They'll ship you out to Siberia," end quote. I remember mentioning that. That was a common phrase in those days. Oh, so it's like decades later, they came to this random lady, and she's like, "I remember what I said." Sorry, this is written very weird. So basically, in 1947, before they released the press story, the guy that wrote it, this girl was like his friend, and she was like, "Don't do it. Don't do it. They'll get mad at you." But then he did it.
What does Siberia mean?
I don't know. Was that a thing in the
To the
40s?
army?
40s? They'll ship you out to Siberia. She said that's a common phrase. Whatever. As soon as Marcel brought the material to General Ramey's office, both, whatever, bored. Okay, so when he brought it to General Ramey's office, both Ramey and his chief of staff, Colonel Thomas Dubose, decided and identified that the material was pieces of a weather balloon.
They just decided. Okay. Yeah.
And then
Great.
that's pretty much just it. And then they released another paper being like, it was a weather balloon, and then everyone was like, no, it wasn't.
How can the government be like, oh my god, there was a disc, JK, it was just balloon.
Yeah.
Have you seen that thing where they thought the boy was in the weather balloon?
Yeah. There's a whole theory that's where Scott Cawthon got the idea to make Balloon Boy for Five Nights at Freddy's.
What in the world? I didn't know that.
You're not on FNAF.
No.
You're not on the FNAF grind. That was a whole scary conspiracy theory.
Oh.
Yeah. That's kind of just it.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then there's just more stories. There was a little...
Did you see the one where it was like...
Oh! The Roswell incident, recounted in a 1980 book. So it happened in 47, and then later they wrote a book about it in the 80s. Was the first book to introduce the controversial second-hand stories of civil engineer Grady Barnett and a group of archaeology students from an unidentified university encountering wreckage. So they found it.
What?
Before it was taken from before the army took it.
Oh.
So they were like on the ranch, like just being.
They were already there and just
being,
left it?
Like just being kids in the 40s,
Oh.
like teens in the 40s.
Archaeologists, teens?
Like students, like college,
Okay.
like college students, and it was like before.
They were just having a little play date?
They must were like running around. I'm not gonna say that. They were just running around, and they said they saw like the little crash, like before the farmer collected.
Even saw it, yeah.
The farmer probably saw it,
Oh.
but it was like before the farmer told the sheriff,
Oh.
which then got before the military was like, "We'll take this off your hands."
Okay.
They saw it before that, and they said they saw alien bodies in it.
What do you mean alien bodies? Like bodies? Or like...
Like the film Bodies. Many alleged first-hand accounts of the Roswell incident actually contain information from the New Mexico. There we go.
What they
Included
do with the
stories of
bodies?
humanoid bodies and metals with unusual properties.
Like,
They didn't touch it. The college
are you
students
sure
didn't touch
bodies as in like referring to a different type, like a body of water?
it. It says alien bodies and humanoid bodies.
Were they...
Body of water. The college students didn't touch it. They like saw it and then
Why
like,
don't you take pictures of it?
It was 1947.
fake.
It was 1947,
They had
Keely.
Okay, did you see that? The picture of the camera that took a picture of the camera?
No.
Like the first ever camera photo. How
Yeah.
did the camera get pictured?
Oh. They made 2.
But it was the first ever camera.
So then they made a second camera to photograph the first camera. It was aliens.
I don't under. Why didn't
So
they
they saw-
take them and put them in a lab?
Who? The military?
The archaeologists.
Because they were like college students. They weren't going to do that.
They should have touched them.
They weren't going to. Did I spit on you?
No,
Okay.
I was just.
Oh. Bzz. Well, they were going to. Oh, here we go. The Barnett alien body accounts were mentioned in the 1991 book, though the dates and locations were changed from the accounts found in 1980's The Roswell Incident book. In this new account, Braswell was described as leading the Army to a second crash site on the ranch. A second crash site. At which point, the Army personnel were supposedly horrified to find civilians were there already. So they saw the college students were there already.
They saw them?
So I don't know this timeline. I'm kind of confused. Oh, look, there's a picture.
Oven! What in the world?
I don't know if I'll put this on
That's
screen.
fake!
It's a little too scary.
That's not scary at all. It looks like you.
That's what it looks like. Grail alien body. It's fake, of course. That picture's not real. It's like a recreation of it. Like it's like, you know, police sketch drawings. It was like that, and then they made it into like a little statue. I mean, there's kind of nothing else to go into it. Just the fact that, you know, government cover-ups,
No, I
blah, blah,
wanted
blah.
to tell you the one where. What?
Have you seen the alien autopsy footage?
No, I don't want to
I think it's
watch
fake.
it.
In
I think I have seen it though.
In 1995, film footage reporting to show an alien autopsy and claimed to have been taken by a U.S. military official, shortly after the Roswell incident was released by Ray Stanfilly, a London-based video entrepreneur. The footage caused an international sensation when it aired on television networks around the world. Santilli admitted in 2006 that the film was mostly a reconstruction and a hoax, but continued to claim it was based
on
continued to
facts.
claim it was based on genuine footage now lost.
Now lost. And this was the government? The military?
What? Like
Who
what?
was just talking?
Ray Stanfilly,
Who is he?
a U.S. military officer.
No, I was trying to tell
Like
you.
he was an officer in the 1940s or 1950s.
Cruz!
Sorry, talk.
The one where they found like
Jeez.
gel all over the floor.
What is that?
And it made everybody sick.
I've never heard that in my life.
Alien gel goop.
We gotta go get the gabagoop from the alien.
Wait. Alien.
Also, just so you're aware, we are at an hour and 14.
Hold on. Not really, because the beginning. Alien slime on floor.
Alien slime tutorial.
Make people sick. Case.
There's police sirens.
It's not showing up. Okay, but anyways, I don't really know the full facts. But this, I'm gonna say it's a girl because work. This girl walked out of her house, and she's like, "What is this goop on my floor?" And I think it was like,
What's this goop?
it had like
You're in a
white
shadow,
stuff in
just so
it.
you know.
I can't even see. It had white stuff on it, or
No,
white
go
stuff
that
in
way.
it.
Now you're not in a shadow.
It had white stuff in it.
Uh-huh.
And then she like took a little sample, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm so sick."
Wait, I'm sorry. I just have to apologize for the terrible shadows in this whole experience. The sun started over there, so it was just light. Like, we didn't have shadows at the start of this. But since then, the sun has shifted, so it just looks really stupid. I'm sorry. I just had to apologize.
Okay.
Continue.
Well, the goop made her sick, and then
Okay.
like in town, they're like, "What's this goop on the floor?" And then everybody
This sounds
was
like
getting
this sounds like a R.L. Stein story.
everybody was getting sick. So then the military came in, and they took the little samples of goop, and then that's all I know.
Good
And
story.
They were like, "This is alien goop," but But it was just like a mass hysteria thing. They
Yeah.
try to make it out like that. So yeah. What else? I was gonna say one more thing. Oh, what about your little
Picture.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I'll put a picture on screen. I'm scared I'm gonna forget at all. I'm gonna rewatch this back and like skip through it and miss points and someone be like, picture on screen, and there's not gonna be a picture on screen. But what was I gonna say? If I remember, there'll be a picture on screen. It was taken by my mother. My mom and my brother were on a walk, just like around the neighborhood, and they saw this cloud, and I mean you'll see it. It is perfectly shaped like a stereotypical UFO. Like not even like that cloud kind of looks like a UFO. It is like crisp lines.
It looked like Nope.
It looks like the hit Jordan Peele film Nope in the sky. So that's really scary.
Yeah.
Do you?
What?
I don't know.
Anything else?
Oh, I have one more topic
Okay.
before we end this, relating to aliens. Men in Black, but real. Have you seen the footage? Look it up.
No, when you're talking,
What?
the chairs are vibrating. It feels really cool.
Interesting.
Talk.
Talking.
Like,
Why does it do that?
It's like your voice is like so deep.
Oh my gosh, why does it do that?
I don't know, but like I was
Does it
like,
do that
why,
for yours?
why is my
You talk.
why is the chair buzzing? I thought it was my phone.
It doesn't do it when you talk.
Cause it's like really, wow.
That is weird. I don't know if I need to describe. Whenever I speak, this armrest is like. Bzzz.
Men in
That's
Black.
scary.
I've seen that.
Yeah, the real Men in Black. Do you think the Men in Black are? Oh yeah, because the Men
I
in
think
Black,
the real Men in Black are real. My computer's gonna
they're
I'll
scary.
look up on my phone.
There's a guy had made an account of it. I don't remember the whole context, but it was like, I think he had footage of a UFO or something, and he was like, 2 men came to my door, knocked on my door. Yeah, and then Will Smith came to my door and flashed me, not like that.
Oh.
But he was like, 2 men came to my door. I opened the door.
Am I still in the shadow?
Yeah. No, you're not. 2 men came to my door, knocked on the door, and he opened the door. He described them. He said they were tall. They looked identical. Like they looked like copy and paste of each other. And then he said they were tall, dressed in like a black suit, had like a black, not fedora, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a longer fedora. Like a long it was Perry the Platypus.
Yeah.
No, like a black hat,
Uh-huh.
but not like a top, like a fedora,
Yeah.
but less stupid.
Yeah.
And then he said their faces like were white, like very pale, like very pale white with like rosy red lips.
Mhm.
Katya was at his door. No, he said they're very pale white with bright red lips and like stark features, like dark black, sharp eyebrows. I forgot what color you said the eyes were, but still.
They were just a cross-dresser.
And he said they came to his door and they were like, and that's a scary description.
Yeah.
Like I would like really.
But like.
I would shart
did
my
they-
pants.
Did they like do that to
That's a
him?
movie, Keely.
That's real.
No.
Yes, it is.
The talking pug from Men in Black. So, and then he said they just, I don't know the exact facts of this story, but he's like, I know that description was real though.
Have you seen the video of the 2 men
In the hotel? Yes.
and they walk out?
Yes.
Or they
But that's
walk in
different.
and then they just walk
I'll
out.
say that. We'll talk about that next. But
Yeah.
just this guy. And then they just like, give us the footage. Or they're like, they either said, give us the footage or destroy the footage or keep the footage, but like, don't tell anyone or else.
Mm-hmm.
One of those 3. I don't remember which one. Something like that.
Wait, is the movies based on that?
I think it's based on the idea of it.
Well,
Because this account I'm talking about right now was like, I have no clue. I think it was the 80s. I've heard this
well,
story.
how could they make a movie about that in like the
2000s.
years now, but then it be accurate? You know,
What do you mean?
just like the idea of it, like the men.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Well, because, I don't know.
Like if we were to have a movie about ourselves, like it would have to have happened to get an idea, right?
Correct. Yeah, this story I'm telling right now, I think was in like the 80s.
Oh.
Or 70s. 80s or 70s. So, the movie was made like late 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s. So, it's just, obviously the whole plot is, I'm not talking about this. Obviously the plot of Men in Black is not real.
It is real.
But the premise of 2 men working for the government, discarding of alien knowledge is the... Fact.
Yeah. We'll get into that more on another episode.
So true. But yeah, and then I forgot the rest. But still, just the description of those men. And then I'm sure most people have seen that the footage. It's
Maybe.
like it's very famous footage of like it's like a hotel security camera, and it's like two men that match that same description. This was a different story, different guy, different lady, different someone.
Yeah.
Different. It was a lady.
I think so.
I remember. It was a lady, different lady, that this happened to. But she was in a hotel. This story I remember a little bit more. It was Vegas. It was like Vegas, I think, and she was staying in a hotel near like somewhere, and then she took a picture of a UFO. Like she took a picture. Like she was out in Vegas and was like UFO. This was like in 2013, I think.
Dang.
It was like 2013.
I know that.
Yeah, this was like 2013, and she took a picture, and then she stayed in her hotel room. And then she stayed in her hotel. And then two men came, and there's the footage of them. I'm not going to put that on screen.
I'll recreate it.
It's two men walking in, and they had they were scary looking. They looked like exactly how that other guy described him from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Except they looked like bigger. Like
Yeah,
they
did.
looked tall, but they looked like They
I
looked
just
like
got bit by something.
goodness. They looked like thick.
Yeah,
Like
did.
they could run.
They had big shoulders.
They had
right?
very broad shoulders.
Maybe I'm making that up.
No, they had broad shoulders. And then I know there was like a cleaning lady in the hotel that was there, and she had an account with them, and they're like, "Where's room, blah blah blah, belonging to blah." Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't know
This
about the
episode
cleaning
is
lady.
sponsored by BuzzFeed Unsolved. Just
I
kidding.
didn't know about the cleaning lady.
Yeah, and she was like, they came up to me and they're very rude, and they're like,
Oh.
"Show me where to go," and she said it was a whole thing, and then eventually they got to the lady that took the picture, and it was kind of just the same thing as the other guy
Oh.
said. Like they came to her hotel room, knocked on the door. She's like, "What?" And they're like, "We know you took that picture. Delete it, or else." And I think she did delete it, and she was she was fine, but she was terrified. And then there's also footage of them, and then there's subsequently the footage of them walking out of the hotel, of course.
Yeah. My stomach hurts.
Like you're hungry or you're scared.
I don't know. I didn't eat.
I see.
Probably hungry.
Well, all right, guys. We're gonna get Keely some food.
Yay.
That was the first episode done.
It was really fun. My hands are sweaty.
They are sweaty.
Yeah. Guys, if you like this video,
Go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that bell. No, but really, if you liked it, please subscribe and do all that stuff, and we're gonna make more.
yeah,
more
and
good topics.
tell your friends
Tell your friends
because
if you have any.
yeah, if anybody's watching this,
If
you
anybody's
guys better be watching this because
And
we have great conversations.
we do have good conversations. We have a whole list. We have a whole season 1. We have a whole season 1 of this already written. So
Yeah, and
like, subscribe. Actually do. It's cringy and stupid, but actually do that. And we're gonna make more. They're gonna be great.
hopefully you guys,
And we're probably gonna be in a different location every time.
yeah, because there's no stable.
Because we don't have like a recording room.
Yeah.
But I think this was a good first episode.
Thank you guys.
So thank you for watching very
watching.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
We don't have an Instagram yet, but we'll create one soon enough. Probably in the next episode, I'll tell you what the handle is and all that. So yeah. Thank you, and
Thanks.
stay out the kitchen. What's our ending phrase? See you out the kitchen window.
No, I don't know.
Here.
What should it be? Oh, sorry.
That was loud.
Sorry.
See you on the other side of the window. This is too long of an outro.
Think out the kitchen window.
See you outside the kitchen window. We'll figure it out. Bye bye.
Work.